Happy Sunday afternoon. I did film or record a video this morning from the hotel celebrating the fact that I had 2 nights of great uninterrupted, disturbance-free sleep. And I felt like I got up in the morning and wanted to be awake and alive. And this is a tremendous success for me. I haven't had a good night's sleep in such a long time without needing, some type of medication to try to help get there, and even then it doesn't work. So to have 2 nights in a row, Friday night and Saturday night, Friday night and Saturday night, where I slept soundly and felt rested when I woke up and not tired and not needing more sleep, didn't toss and turn, didn't wake up in a panic, none of that, just sleep, cold, hard sleep. And then when my body said, hey, you're rested and want to wake up, my mind said, I do want to wake up. So, the mornings are still kind of slow for me. I got to get my coffee in. I got to sit for a little bit. And then there's emotional processing that's happening as well. So very often I'm starting to pay attention to my dreams and journal them and feel the feelings that the dreams are causing. One dream that I had last night was that I missed my son quite a bit, and then I was just sort of talking to the mother of us all who speaks to me through the ocean, and just asking her to guide me through that emotional processing and feeling like she's really there with me even when I'm not at Dean's Blue Hole. And then I also just sort of like meditated what it would be like to be with a whale when a great mother whale, when she's got her calf that she's caring for, and just how beautiful that bond is. And a whale has to sacrifice so much to take care of that calf, including starving herself, and then a tremendous amounts of extra energy to keep the calf in her with her speed as they're moving through the ocean. And whale also produces the largest amount of milk of any mammal. And I took great joy in breastfeeding both of my children. And so there's certain aspects of being a mother that are hard, they're sacrificial, and they take a lot out of you. And then there's certain parts that are joyous and wonderful, and certain parts where you realize, oh, I'm gonna have to let this being go. And it's sort of a mystery, and it's a chore to be a mother. It can cause a lot of emotions, so it was a good processing. And now today I'm just really happy about to be having lunch with Kevin and Audrey. He let me know that my 14-minute morning video didn't really upload so well, so I wanted to just come on now and just speak joyously from my heart. I've been starting to write down some of the things that I've seen in Dean's Blue Hole, because right now I've just been going into it like, I don't know the names of any of this stuff, and it's hard when you're in a PTSD mode to even really want to know new information. So I've definitely seen lots of white sand and underwater ripple marks and clear blue waters, and that's all so beautiful. I've seen lots of limestone and different kinds of coral, and I've seen flat reefs with turtle grass, and then patch reefs. I've also seen a southern stingray that was probably the width of my son. First that seemed scary to me, and then actually I really enjoyed watching that stingray sleep underneath me as I floated from above. I've seen tarpon, which are kind of new to Dean's Blue Hole, and at first I'm like, oh, is that a shark? Because I don't really know. I've never really studied aquatic life, but those tarpons kind of look big. And so at first it was like, but then I'm like, oh no, it's cool. They're cool. They're looking at me, I'm looking at them, and they're continuing to go by. And even at one point we got really close to one, so that was great. And then I've also seen just so many different types of fish. Sardines, herrings, squirrelfish, soldierfish, groupers, big eyes, snappers, flamefish, yellow goatfish, I think, blue parrotfish, cherubfish, and blue tang. There's probably more than that. I have been just looking in this book called the National Audubon Society Field Guide to Tropical Marine Fishes, and just flipping through the pages and going, oh yeah, I think that's what I saw. And they're really nuanced. You gotta really pay attention to those fish for the specific markings and just all the different variations that there could be. So I'm beginning to feel like I have the mental capacity to embrace details again and pay attention to details, which is sort of beautiful. And to be able to have words for those details is wonderful. And I think that these fish and these coral love to be admired, and they can sense when someone is looking at them and admiring them, and that's definitely the attitude that I take when I'm down there with them. So I also just am beginning to think about PADI certifications. You know, as I'm starting to feel good, it's like, okay, I think I want that open water certification and that advanced open water certification. And I think I'd like to, you know, get some sort of credentials around deep diving, digital underwater imaging, which I don't have equipment for at this time, fish identification, which I'm starting, night diving. I cannot wait to do a night dive. I do like to be in the dark as much as I like to be in the light. There is a beautiful welcomeness in the dark there that's not really scary to me at all. And underwater naturalist, I think, is the number one. I think being able to go after that one would bring me the most joy in being able to develop a meditative quality of being underwater. Wreck diving sounds awesome, although I don't want to go into enclosed spaces so much. I don't feel like I'm ready for that. Some things that I will need to work on to get there will be buoyancy and controlling the weight. So as a plus-size woman, it's a little bit of an issue. I have a tremendous advantage in that I could probably swim through a hurricane, but getting down and staying underwater and controlling my ascents and descents just still needs tweaking and work. And then everything else, I think that I can talk with Kevin about and see where we get. And if it's not totally at the advanced certification level and just open water, that's good. And for my own purposes, I will know, hey, you know, I probably need to dive with someone who's a really hands-on instructor for a while after leaving here, because I don't intend on stopping scuba diving. And then I've been thinking a lot about recording some meditations for myself and for other people, maybe while I'm here, or whoever may benefit from them, and just to build the practice of writing a meditation, because I am a writer. I do have a journalism degree, so I'd like to try taking a stab at being in the present moment, reliving a dive experience and making that feel very real in the moment. And then also taking and pulling out from all of my journaling and reflections the positive affirmations that have come through this experience. First and foremost, that I am a child of the Eternal Mother. She speaks to me in the ocean, and when I dive, I hear her and I feel her and I'm connected to her. And that is such a beautiful gift. And I want to carry that with me in my journey and continue to repeat that affirmation that she right off the bat knew to say to me, which is, you are my child, you are my child, you are my child. And I so much needed to hear that. So that's all for now. Hey, I kept it somewhat short. It's under 10 minutes, Kevin, so hopefully you're proud of me. And I'm in Kevin's dive shop right now. It's kind of cool place. He's got all kinds of equipment, and Audrey and him have been so nice to welcome me into the privacy of their home. So that's it for now, and I will update you all later, and I hope you have a wonderful Sunday and enjoy the beauty of our earth. Bye-bye.